Maybe eu posso ideia.
Hello guys,
Hello.
Emilia and
Thiago.
here. And we wish you first of all a Merry Christmas again. We hope you had a wonderful, wonderful time with your family and your loved ones. But it's time to go back to your training. So we have something new for you.
Yeah, we are bringing you some beginners content, so I hope you guys enjoy and work on your foundations. And remember to subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet, and share this video to your Zouk friends, your Zouk community, and help us to spread and grow our project. Thank you so much for the year. Online Zouk School has now 1 year started on last Christmas, last December, and now we are there with so many videos, so many students, so many support from the community. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy this video. Okay guys, so it's very easy, this movement, but it looks very nice. So we're gonna first talk about the leaders and then we talk about the followers, okay? Let's show one more time and let's break it down, the movement. You need to learn for this, the lunge and the simple turn, okay? That's our foundation for this movement. If you don't know how to do this, remember we have a whole beginners online course that you can purchase so you can understand this, okay? We're not gonna teach you now the lunge and the simple turn, but you're gonna use this as foundation for the movement. So the idea is, actually you don't need a lunge. You can do this every time she's doing a simple turn. It can be to the left or to the right. In this case, she's going to the left.
Followers, as we just said, we do not talk about the specific technique of the simple turn, but please remember, so this works, that we use our step pivot footwork.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm not stepping outside, I'm not opening, I'm using my step pivot footwork. Yes?
And this cross step is exactly what we're gonna use, the step pivot, the cross step. There's many different names for the same movement, because if you look to my footwork, we're gonna do on this direction, I'm actually doing almost the same. There's some variations, but let's see what I'm doing. I'm stepping when I'm leading her, I'm stepping on my side, and then I'm turning, putting my right side, my right leg in front of me. That's one variation that you can do. So we can, let's do one more time, I can step to the side, very close, and then just pivot here, bringing my right side forward. Or I could do the normal simple turn variation, where I step to the side, on the back, and then I cross. So those two variations you can practice first and choose which one you're gonna use. But it needs to be very fluently. So we can turn with her. That's the cool move. You need to turn without stop. Yeah? Of course, if you have the right shoe and the right floor, this is gonna be much easier to do. All right? So practice this first. It's a turn now to your right, leader. So I'm turning her to her left while I'm turning to the opposite side. Okay? I'm turning to my right so I can catch her here. The next step is to understand what we're gonna do on our upper body. Yes? This depends on your shoulder mobility. I'm actually not very flexible on this direction here, but I can do it anyway. So good
like
for you. Yes, good for you. If you are flexible, this is gonna be even easier. All right? The idea is to do that. While she's turning, I'm turning to my right, and I'm gonna put my hands together. So the palm of my hands go together, and this is gonna touch her while she's turning, yes? And then I'm gonna turn back my palm to me after she finish the turn. So my hand's gonna be like this while she's turning, and then I'm gonna turn. It's gonna happen everything together, yeah? So I'm gonna doing now separated for her. I'm gonna do my footwork, I'm gonna put my hands together. You see that I'm slightly bent on my hips, because this helps me to stay close to her. Because if I'm here straight, I'm touching at her booty. Yes? If you are flexible, maybe you can do this without bending your hips, but I need to bend my hips to stay very close to her shoulder blade, and her shoulder blade is there, and my hands is just here. So I have
the hip area.
Yeah, I have to bend so I can come to this height. That's why most of the time we are bending, and this turn as well to a traditional movement when we are doing this. A lot of people, they bend even though maybe they could do just by using their flexibility. Yes? Remember, this is just one variation that we are showing. Let's go again. So I'm gonna do my footwork, putting my hands together. You see that she's turning here, my hand's still here on her back, lower back kind of. And then when I finish my turn, I bring my hand back to her shoulder blade. And then I could redo the movement all over again. Shoo. And remember to do the noises. Shoo. This always works. Helps you to understand the movement. Shoo. I love to do this. You can do this every time that she's turning to one side. Normally it's the left side. And we are not using the hands, yeah? So maybe we are on soltinho. Let's do soltinho first. We are on soltinho and you are there. If you don't know how to do soltinho, buy our online course. So to finish, instead of catching her only like this, let's do it again. I would turn, shoo, and catch her there. So it's very useful, it looks nice, and it's actually very easy to do. You just have to understand what you are doing, but it's not a very hard movement to do if you know what to do. Right? Makes sense? It's not hard to do if you know what to do. It's always like this, right? So let's do one more time and then followers part, because our part, it's easy. Do the lunge, prepare her here. Now I turn, change the hand, and I catch her here. You see that what I like to do is that I stay here and I squat down a little bit so I can get out. You don't have to do like this, but I like it.
You have to, so your muscles grow.
Yeah, it was squat, yes. All right?
All right.
So let's go to the followers part.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, followers. As we already said, what we are doing is our simple turn. In this case, we do our simple turn to the left, okay?
Yes.
So we land in our lunge. The leaders have us here in the lunge position, and then we would do our doom, cheek, cheek. Yes? But as you saw, I do a little bit spicy stuff over here on my upper body, okay? So for you to understand better, I want you to first, don't think about your footwork, okay? Let's first just do our arms first. What my arms do is they do like a circle over my head. I'm doing this circle, but afterwards you see that I have to put my right arm up, because if I go to the front, I think in a soltinho, for example, I like to do it here and start the movement to the front. But because there's my leader, in this case, I put it up first. So the movement starts going up and meet my arm here. So what I do with my hands, I come a little bit closer, I do like a cross. Okay, so now you can see better. I do like a cross with my hands. You can do this in different ways. I think I normally do like my left behind my right, but you could do anyway, okay? You could do the other arm in front, or you can also grab your wrist if you want, whatever, okay? But make sure that you don't forget about your hands. You do this movement, don't just leave it somewhere. Dance, 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 okay. All right, so I'm going to this part here, and now I do a circle. You see, I do not use completely straight arms. I bend my elbows so I can do a full circle. Yes, so my elbow comes, or my upper arm comes close to my head in this direction, and here in the other direction. Okay? That's all I'm doing with my arms. What my upper body is doing is the same movement, is a circular motion, okay? So I do this circular isolation of my upper body here. Okay, so let's do, I look to you again. I go to the right, to the front, to the left, to the back. This motion. Okay, so we have both separately. I do my isolation here, I do my arms here. Once you understand both movements, Now you have to combine it, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky, because what we do is we do the opposite direction. But when you do it, you will see that it feels really flowy actually, because you kind of go to the other direction as you would normally also do with your arms. So when my arms go to the left, where it starts the circle, my chest is leaning to my right here. Then when my arms go back, I bring my chest forward. When my arms go to the right, I bring my chest to the left. And when my arms come to the front, I go into my contraction. And I finish my movement straight. Okay, because we do this as a styling, it's not being a lat, so I have to come back being straight when I finish my turn. All right, now to combine it with your footwork, we have the toum, the first slow step to the left, to begin our simple turn. So this is the moment where I bring my arms up, right? So because, as we said, here's the leader, I go vroom. Here, as I said, once I start, I'm already leaning with my chest to the right because my hands are meeting more on the left and not in front. They're meeting in the left corner. And now I bring it up. It's the same movement, or it's in the right, simultaneously, this is a word, what I'm doing with my step pivot, okay? It's one movement. I show you once first. So I'm here, I just landed with my first quick. Yeah, and now I use this momentum here to bring my chest forward and do a little circle. We just figured out that when I land, I'm still doing a little, I'm still in the movement. I'm not landing and meeting my partner here and I'm already completely straight. But you see that the big movement, this here, happens in the moment that I'm turning. And when I'm in front of my leader is back to me, I'm already to him, but I'm finishing the circle. I will show you with Thiago once. Toum, and now cheek, cheek. And what I like to do is when I feel the leader's hand here, I can even use this circle that I did because when I come to the front, I'm more in a open position. So the hand is here and I'm kind of going away. This is what we don't want, right? So when I feel his hand here, I use this motion, the circle, to go back to his hand. I'm not doing a big contraction, but I'm bringing my resistance back to his hand to feel his leading. A lot of information, I know, but let's do it slowly, because once you have it, you will feel that it's really fluently, and maybe you even do it automatically at home, okay?
Practice this
Don't
first.
overthink it.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you practice this first, when you are turning, it's going to be very organic.
Okay, and it doesn't have to be big. You see that I don't do it big, I do it small, yeah?
From the lunge or just?
From the lunge.
From the lunge?
Yes.
Oh yeah, from here.
We're here, really slowly. First, remember that until I do my quick, I do nothing but just meeting my hand. Toum, cheek, cheek. Whee, and out. One more time. And a little bit quicker. Sorry. 7, 8, and toum, cheek, cheek, toum, cheek, cheek. One last time, and I will face this way, so you can do it with me together. 7, 8, and toum, cheek, cheek, toum.
One more time, just because it was so nice. 7, 8.
And toum, cheek, cheek, toum, cheek, cheek.
Yes, very
Nice.
cool. So those both things are footworks that we are offering you, or
Styling
movements.
options that we offer you.
Of course, practice this by yourself. You're gonna discover what is better for you. Maybe you can do faster, maybe you can do it slower, I don't know. Just practice to see how it feels on your body, and then try it out.
Yes, I was now just checking if you could do everything in one motion. For me, it's super hard, but it's probably somehow possible. But this is what Thiago said, just see what feels good for your body, but maybe you like this variation. I love to do it. As we said before, you can do this whenever you're turning to your left or to your right also. But whenever you're turning in your simple turn, you can use this variation. So when you do Socinho, you can even also do it maybe a little bit bigger because you don't have your leader there. You know, you can go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do this on your one leg as well. So there's many variations. Try it out. Okay? That's it, guys and girls. I hope you enjoy. I love to do this movement as a leader and as a follower as well. It's very woo, very wavy. So it gives you a little bit of, we say in Portuguese, it gives you season to your dance. Spicy. Season in your dance. And so, as we always say, beginner movement can turn into an advanced movement, just turning some pieces of it, improving some pieces of it.
And it just makes your dance a little bit more fun. If you do a lot of simple turns and you just want to have a few more options to do, you know. So we really hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, remember please to subscribe to the channel, give it a like, a comment. This all help us a lot. You can imagine how much this helps our project to grow.
And our hearts.
And our heart, of course. And again, share this to a Zouk friend, to a Zouk community. Practice, send video to us if you are watching this and practicing. Remember, follow us there on social media, and you can tag us so we can see the videos and maybe give some feedbacks. Yes, we have more videos for you coming soon. Stay tuned.